A group of brilliant scientists travels to a private space station to study a cosmic energy cloud that could unlock the secrets of human DNA. But the mission goes horribly wrong when the cloud hits their ship hours before they expected it. Bombarded by space radiation, they barely make it back to Earth alive. But when they wake up, they realize the radiation didn't kill them. It changed them. One can stretch like rubber, one can turn invisible, one becomes a human lighter, and one turns into a walking pile of orange rocks. This is the story of how a dysfunctional family became the world's first superhero team, and how their billionaire boss became their worst nightmare. The movie begins with Reed Richards, a genius scientist who is unfortunately broke. He and his muscle man best friend, Ben Grimm, visit the headquarters of Victor Von Doom. Victor is an arrogant billionaire and Reed's old rival from college. Reed needs Victor's money and his private space station to study a cosmic storm approaching Earth. Victor agrees, but only if he gets to keep all the profits from the research. He also twists the knife by revealing that Reed's ex-girlfriend, Sue Storm, now works for him as his head of genetic research. The team heads up to the space station. Joining them is Sue's younger brother, Johnny Storm, a reckless pilot who doesn't take anything seriously. Once they are in orbit, they prepare the shields. But Reed realizes his math was wrong. The cosmic storm is moving much faster than calculated. It's going to hit them in minutes, not hours. Reed tries to abort the mission, but Victor refuses to shut down the shields, wanting to collect the data. Ben goes outside on a spacewalk to secure the samples. The storm hits the station violently. Victor quickly closes the blast shields to protect himself, leaving the other four exposed to the full force of the cosmic radiation. The station is engulfed in orange energy. Ben is blasted directly while outside. Sue, Johnny, and Reed are bombarded inside the ship. Even Victor, safe behind his shield, gets hit by a stray spark of energy that bypasses the controls. The crew somehow survives and wakes up in a quarantine hospital back on Earth. At first they seem fine, but things get weird fast. Johnny goes skiing and while flirting with a nurse, his body temperature skyrockets, melting the snow instantly. He crashes into a pool and realizes he isn't just hot. He's literally on fire. Yet he isn't burning. Meanwhile, Sue is having an argument with Victor. When she gets angry, she starts to fade away, becoming completely invisible. She freaks out and realizes she can't control it. Reed wakes up and finds himself in a terrifying situation. His arm is stretched out across the room like a rubber band. He snaps it back and realizes his entire body has become malleable. But the worst fate belongs to Ben. He starts feeling intense pain in his stomach. He runs out of the hospital, transforming rapidly. By the time he reaches a phone booth to call his fiancée, he has turned into a massive rock-skinned monster. His fiancée sees him and runs away in terror, leaving Ben heartbroken and alone in the dark city streets. Ben sits on the Brooklyn Bridge, depressed. A police patrol spots him and thinks he's a threat. In the confusion, Ben accidentally causes a traffic pileup. A fire truck skids out of control and is about to plunge off the edge of the bridge. Reed, Sue, and Johnny arrive to help. This is the first time the public sees them use their powers. Reed stretches his body to catch a falling man. Sue uses a force field, which she just discovered she can make to contain an explosion. Johnny realizes he can not only burn but fly, and he saves a child. Ben uses his super strength to hold the fire truck from falling. The crowd cheers for them. The media dubs them the Fantastic Four, but Ben hates it. He is dubbed the Thing. They escape to Reed's lab in the Baxter building to figure out a cure. Meanwhile, Victor is dealing with his own problems. The mission failure crashed his company's stock, and he is being fired by his own board of directors. But Victor discovers his own power. His skin is turning into an organic metal harder than diamond, and he can manipulate electricity. He kills the doctor who tries to examine him and realizes he doesn't want a cure. He wants power. Reed promises Ben he will build a machine to reverse the radiation and turn him human again. However, Reed is distracted by his rekindling romance with Sue, which makes Ben feel neglected. Victor, now calling himself Doom, sees an opportunity. He goes to Ben and plants a seed of doubt, telling him that Reed isn't trying hard enough to cure him because Reed likes being a celebrity. Doom manipulates Ben into thinking his friends have abandoned him. Furious, Ben fights with Reed and storms out. Doom takes Ben to his own lab and offers to use Reed's data to cure him immediately. He puts Ben in a chemical chamber and boosts the power. It works. Ben's rock skin falls off and he becomes human again. But this was a trap. Doom didn't want to help Ben. He just wanted to remove the only person strong enough to stop him physically. With Ben human and weak, Doom knocks him out. He then goes to the Baxter building, disables the security, and captures Reed. Doom freezes Reed's rubber body using a super cooling unit, which is the only weakness to Reed's stretching ability.